Welcome back to the Pistol Report. My name is John Franzel. I'm the Senior Instructor for Archangel Technologies. And before we get started, let's do those 4 rules of gun safety. The gun is always loaded. Don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Know your target and what's beyond it, and don't let the barrel point at anything you're not willing to destroy. Now that we have that, what we're going to discuss is a self-defense shooting that just took place in North Lauderdale, Florida. This shooting took place in a Walmart parking lot. It started as a dispute over a parking spot. I'm not going to get into the particulars about who started the dispute or anything else, but it ended in gunplay. The victim, the woman who was attacked, she was trying to get a parking spot. The subject who attacked her decided to track her down in the parking lot, even though she was trying to retreat. She had drawn her firearm, and they're going to say that it was an unarmed man. A subject does not have to be armed if you know that the person has a disparity of force. There's always going to be a disparity of force between a man and a woman. A woman has 60% less upper body strength than a man on average. This woman was armed. She drew her firearm. Not only did she draw her firearm, the subject advanced after he saw the firearm, but she retreated on several different instances when he approached her. She weaved in between parked cars. What we have here is a diagram of an average mid-sized car, which is about 14 to 16 feet, which falls right into the distances we use when we train for concealed carry distances for self-defense. So we train at 3, 5, and 7 yards. This falls well within that. The subject was advancing the whole time. Only one time did he seem to retreat or leave, and thank goodness the young lady, she had a presence of mind to not stop watching him, because he simply walked a distance away in front of the vehicle she was next to and then turned around and started to advance again. When he closed on a straight line towards her, she was on the phone. Hopefully it was with law enforcement, but we'll find out as things move forward. But she fired one shot. The threat stopped. The subject went to the ground. She put her firearm on top of a car and called law enforcement. Now, all I have to say is to everybody out there, if you carry a concealed firearm, look at this incident and put yourself in that frame of mind. And just remember, get training. If it's not from me, get training, because that's the only way you're going to be able to put yourself in that artificial pressure to know how to keep your head. When you watch this video, this young lady kept her head. She retreated. She knew she was on the flat surface of a parking lot, which meant less of a chance of tripping over something on the ground and falling. But my assessment is that he was advancing to come to hand with her. And if he would have, it would have probably ended up like another incident that happened not too long ago, where a traffic dispute turned violent and a young woman pulled a firearm on a man in his truck with his 2 kids. The man closed the distance and disarmed her. The gun went off. No one was hit. The woman in that instance was out of control, and quite frankly, I wouldn't have trained her to use a fly swatter. In this instant, this woman did everything that worked for her. Is there always room for improvement? Yes. But for now, what we're going to say is that is an effective use of her handgun to defend her life. Because if this man would have put his hands on her, he could have taken the firearm from her. He could have hit her in the face. We don't know if she has any pre-existing or current conditions that make her more fragile and more susceptible to injury. So once you see this incident, if anybody has any questions or comments, put them below. Until next time, take care and be safe.